All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clusie. And today we're going to be talking about how nothing takes God by surprise. Okay, so let's get started. All right,
Today the Bible verse is going to be
John chapter 18, verse 11. So you guys know how I am in here. Open up those Bibles, let God talk to you specifically about what he wants to talk to you about for your life, okay? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Of course, as always, but make sure you open up those Bibles and let him talk to you. Pray, talk to him about it, and he wants to talk to you specifically. Okay. That being said, this is about when Jesus is betrayed by Judas, okay? Jesus knew from the beginning the type of person that Judas was. Now, nobody in the world, none of the disciples, everybody is shocked when they realize who it was that betrayed Jesus. Think about that. Think about the type of person, how he was presenting himself, okay? Remember, I always tell you guys the scariest verse in the Bible is the one, I think it's in Matthew, where they're like, Lord, Lord, but we did this and we did that, and God's like, get away from me. I never knew you, okay? Those are people that look like they are following God. They look the part. They look like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's what they're presenting themselves like, right? And that's what this man did. He made it look like he was completely on the up and up. But the whole time, he's lying, he's stealing from the money, he's doing this, he's doing that. And God saw him the whole time, but nobody else saw it. Nobody else saw it coming. And for you, you might have been blindsided because somebody, maybe it was a group of people, maybe it was one person. If you've ever been betrayed, you've ever been cheated on, you've ever been lied to, you've ever been stolen from, I'm sure that you never saw it coming. You never saw it coming, because if you saw it coming, you wouldn't have let it happen. So it takes you by complete surprise, okay? But you know who isn't surprised? God. He's not surprised. And as soon as he sees somebody getting ready to mess with his kid or do something like that, he starts setting plans into motion. One, the plans that are going to happen for you are plans for you to be restored, plans for you to have a better life on the other side, plans for you to get back what was stolen from you, whether it's, I always say sometimes it doesn't come back to you if you had money stolen from you. Maybe it's not going to be money that comes back to you. Maybe it's going to be in the form of a spouse that has money. Maybe it's going to be in the form of a spouse and abundant love. Maybe it's going to be in the form of a nice career. I don't know how he's going to pay you back with recompense, but he will do it. Plans are already set in motion for that, right? Just like Jesus, when the betrayal happens, the stuff, he had to go through all the horrible stuff, right? Carry his own cross, be crucified. Those plans were already set in motion, right? But God used all of that for good. It turned out for his good. Why? Because on Easter Sunday, he walks out of that tomb and he's like, yep, this is it. This is who I am. And he has his moment, right? Just like you're going to have your moment, okay? Now, that being said, those plans are set in motion for you. Now, Judas, your enemies, the people that betray you, the ones that mess with God's child, plans are already set in motion for that person's demise. And it doesn't matter what they do. Remember, Judas realized what he did and he thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? And he tries to give the money back to Pharisees. And Pharisees are like, we don't want that money because they know what it's attached to. It was betraying somebody who was innocent. So all the money, everything that they stole from you, your life, your money, some of you guys, your marriages, spouses, whatever was stolen from you on the other side, even if they wanted to give it back, God's like, no, that's not going to happen. We're going to go through the whole judgment right now. Okay? And that's what happened. Those plans will be set in motion. And eventually, those plans will be set in motion, But eventually what happens is Judas is so distraught with all of the judgment, with all of the stuff that God is, having to inflict on him because of the decisions that he made, that he ends up killing himself on the property that he bought with the money that he got from betraying. So it wasn't even worth it in the end. But you know what Jesus did? He didn't go and point out all the things that Judas was doing wrong. He didn't do anything. He quietly took what he needed to take and said, if this is God's will, then it is his will. I will go through this moment. And some of you guys, you've already been through your moment. It's getting ready to be step out season for you. You're getting ready to walk out of the grave. You're getting ready to take off those grave clothes, and everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh. Those are the plans that are in motion for you. And that's what's getting ready to happen to you. Now, he doesn't interact with Judas anymore. He isn't even brought up anymore, unless it's when they're trying to replace him with a different disciple. I think it's Matthias later on, if I recall right, in Acts chapter 1. But I'm going to have to go back and look at that. But that being said, God wasn't surprised that they did what they did. He's not surprised at all. In fact, it was kind of like a little trap. He said, do what you got to do. And you are to have nothing to do with any of that. What does he want you to do? Take off those grave clothes, walk out of the grave, walk out of the tomb. When he says it's your time, you enjoy it, right? Because you went through hell to get to this point in your life. Okay? So, anyways, like, share, subscribe, and comment as always, and I will see you guys back here next time.